Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Pooja Walia Maan from SGI Samalkha. Today we are going to talk on the module Service Innovation and Design from the paper Services Marketing. In this module, you will learn meaning of service innovation, features of service innovation and design, benefits of service innovation, hindrances in developing and designing the service innovation, and lastly, certain examples of successful service innovations. What is a service innovation? It was in the year 1993 that the idea of service innovation was first developed by Miles. Over the span of 2 decades, this concept has undergone a lot of development. If we ask what is new, these services may either be completely new for a given consumer segment or a new feature may be only promoted well. The purpose is to let the consumer perceive that the service feature or design are new for him. Service innovation refers to a new or a unique service consumption experience offered to the consumer by a service marketer to gain a competitive edge in the market. There could be various parameters which could be available for a service marketer to design a unique service delivery experience for the consumers. The marketer may use one or more than one features in the combination to offer an innovative design of its service. Now, having understood the meaning of service innovation, let us discuss the features available at the disposal of the service marketer to design and offer an innovation. The first such element of service innovation and design is product. In the context of service marketing, product refers to the bundle of benefits being offered to the consumer on the purchase of a service. A service marketer may design his core benefit in a unique way that a consumer feels is very different from others. Now here, for a restaurant, let's say, tasty and hygienic food is the core reason for visiting any individual. A chain of Rajasthani cuisine restaurant, you might have heard the name in North India, Chowkidhani. It is a successful example of offering an innovative menu to its consumers. That is, only Rajasthani dishes cooked in typical Rajasthani style. The food at Chowkidhani is a unique combination of a number of dishes, but only Rajasthani. Hence, it is the product which is being designed in a unique way for the consumers. There could also be certain technological aspects in a service which may be improved for offering. For instance, in Indian telecom market, Bharti Airtel was the first player to offer and promote the 4G internet services. Now, this was an innovative service product offered by the telecom major. Thus, the innovation in service may refer to either a new service or an improved service. The second such element could be the physical evidence. Now, continuing with the same example of Chowkidhani, the interiors of the restaurant, the ambience, the dresses of the service personnel, even the seating arrangement, all are designed with the reflection of Rajasthan culture blended with the ease of delivery. Let us take another example. There are traditional lampposts in the open area, but they have CFL lights. The seating arrangement is done on floor, but it is very comfortable and in air-conditioned halls. Hence, the physical evidence of a service could be designed in an innovative manner to offer a unique service experience to a consumer. The third element is service creation and service delivery. Let me explain this point with the help of an example of Burberry stores. These are the leading fashion stores of the West. They offer very innovative way of letting the consumers choose the product and get it delivered at their place of preference. Burberry offers latest dresses and designs to its walk-in consumers in the store on a huge screen. The consumer can stand in front of the screen and view himself or herself in any of the selected dresses with the flexibility of customizing any features of the dress. Having chosen the final shape and design of the dress, the consumer can get the dress couriered to his preferred place. Thus, innovation can be thought of in service creation and delivery. We move ahead to another element, that is service personnel interaction. An innovative experience of a service could be the mannerism and behavior of the service personnel. This could be the result of a well-researched and deliberately trained personnel interaction. For instance, in an amusement park, one may find some employees dressed up as different characters. They may also behave like them. Visiting a high-end premium hotel, the consumer may be given a choice of menu at different venues. Not only the food, but also the costumes and mannerism of the service employees would vary with the choice of the menu. Yet another element is service processing time. In this fast world, time seems to be the most precious thing. You can hear almost every other person complaining that they do not have time. A service marketer can attempt to reduce the time for service creation and delivery and offer an innovation to the consumers by saving their time. I would like to give an example here. Lakme salons in India have come up with premium express services for hair color, facial, manicure and pedicure, which take not more than 10 to 15 minutes as compared to probably more than 30 minutes in addition to the waiting time. The consumers can get an appointment and avail of these beauty services in less than half the time, but by shelling out some extra bucks. This is a way of offering an innovative time-saving service to the time-strapped buyers. Savakshan. This refers to the interaction between the service supplier and the service user. Now, innovation can be thought of in the interaction between these two parties. This could mean a co-production and sometimes co-delivery of a service. Now, we talk about the benefits of service innovation. An organization can take advantage of the service innovation and build a strong positioning. A service organization which is able to develop and offer an innovative service feature gains the benefit of creating a strong positioning for its brand in the minds of the target consumers. This positioning is often based on the service innovation. The second is the competitive edge. A well thought out and an innovative service design gives a service firm an edge over the competitors in the marketplace. The service firm is known by the unique service experience it offers to the consumers. The third is the wider consumer base. A well thought of and designed innovative service may appeal to a broader set of consumers, thereby facilitating to increase the reach of the service marketer. The next benefit of service innovation could be the increased sales volumes. An innovative service design is able to fetch larger sales volume by virtue of its unique features being marketed. However, it is important to note that innovative service features should also be perceived to be more useful for the consumer, only then it may be effective. One such last benefit that we will discuss today is improved profitability. A higher consumer base may result in increased sales, thereby leading to improved profitability of the service firm. In the sections discussed, we talked about how a service firm can gain from the benefits accrued from having an innovative service design. However, designing an innovative service is not a magic wand with the financial gains. If it was so, every service marketer would aim to develop an innovative service. Let us now discuss about the various obstacles or hindrances in the way of designing an innovative service. The first hindrance could be the lack of creative ideas. One of the most important drawbacks in designing any service feature is the lack of creative ideas to be offered to the consumers. There are not very many innovative features to be offered, and hence not much differentiation is seen in the service market offerings. The marketer plans almost similar service features as that of the competitors, and hence the consumer does not perceive any fundamental difference or uniqueness in most of the promotional offers or service designs. High cost is another barrier. Developing some new feature may entail the cost of research, which may be high enough to be afforded by most of the firms. Further, in an attempt to do something innovative for the consumers, it itself may cost a lot to a service provider. Hence, to offer an innovative service design, the service marketer may have to spend a good amount of money. Service innovation could be very time consuming. The time required to discuss, plan, develop, design, and implement an innovation may be a very lengthy process. Moreover, in this competitive world, the time taken for such an exercise may even go waste if any competitor is able to copy the service innovation and presents it to the consumers beforehand. Last such hindrance in the service innovation could be that the innovation is not perceived positive by consumers. While designing and offering an innovative service feature to the marketer may be lengthy, and a well thought out process from the service provider's end may take a lot of time. Yet, it may not be perceived as positive by the target consumers as expected. The marketer may not be able to gauge the real need of the consumers, and the innovation may not be able to be perceived as valuable for the consumers. Now, students, let's talk about certain examples of successful service innovations. Offering convenience to the consumers in the process of ordering, creating, and availing of a service is one of the easiest goals to be achieved via the service innovations. This goal can also effectively attract the consumer trials and also ensure a regular purchase. The first example is service innovation in banking sector. One of the first sectors to get the taste of the intranet and internet in India as well as in the world was the banking sector. Starting with the internet banking facilities, the service innovations in this sector have not come to a pause yet. Be it the transferring of money, checking the cash balance, requesting a checkbook, or even opening a bank account. All the facilities are now available over the internet in most of the banks. The convenience to the account holder was extended to mobile banking or tab banking, with ICICI leading the innovations. Introduction of ATMs in India by HSBC in 1987 was another revolutionary innovation of making it convenient for an account holder to withdraw cash at any time from a number of kiosks stationed near to the consumer. It was further facilitated by the spread of use of debit card and credit card, by which innovative banking services were offered to the Indian account holders. Let us now discuss another example of service innovation in transportation. Availing of public service transport, like taxi, meant reaching a public transport booth or a stand, negotiating a price or rate of travel, and then hiring it. For a bus, even for a luxury bus, the same process had to be repeated. Uber, it is offering services in India since July 2014. This is one of the best examples of app-based taxi hiring services, which provides the benefit of convenience and time to the traveler by hiring a taxi from his mobile phone at a negotiable price and boarding the taxi from the place of his choice. In addition, it also offers a choice of pooling in the service for a common route, thereby saving the cost of fare. Another sector applying service innovation is healthcare. Gone are the days of visiting a crowded local pathology laboratory to get some medical test done, that too empty stomach, and maybe having to wait for long for your turn to come. Then another round after few hours to collect the reports of the sample. I'm sure you must have come across such experience. Service innovation in this field has resulted in many path labs offering a service of getting the samples collected from home and delivering the reports also at home, or maybe sending it through mails to the clients. This service is being offered to the consumers without any extra charges. It saves the consumers the effort and time of going to a lab twice and then having to wait for the turn to come. The examples are SRL Path Labs and Dr. Lal's Path Labs, to name a few. There are few new online retailers like merapharmacy.com, netmeds.com, etc. Here, medicines are being offered at home delivery. There are few new online retailers like Mera Pharmacy, NetMads, etc. Medicines and offering a service of delivering monthly quota of medicines to the patient's home to facilitate the elderly who might find it difficult to move out for buying the same. Retail is a very happening thing in India. Let us take another example of service innovation in retail sector. One of the sectors witnessing most of the service innovations in India currently is the organized retail sector. Be it the shopping of accessories, electronics, fashion wear, furniture or groceries, buying online has made it very convenient to the consumer. With the comfort of one's own surrounding and time, the orders can be placed by comparing a large number of brands and have the products delivered at your home. In addition to the easy shopping and delivery, the online retailers are increasingly trying to attract the Indian consumer by offering so many service innovations like cashbacks, easy returns, faster product delivery, safe financial transaction, and many a times free gift packages as well. Let us take one last example of the application of service innovation, and that is in the entertainment. The field of entertainment industry is very vast, encompassing amusement parks, theme parks, multiplexes, water parks, fun destinations, etc. Innovations to attract a consumer and offer him a pleasant experience and stay is an objective aspired by almost all the service firms in the industry. These innovations may range from offering price discounts during off-peak days or hours, giving complimentary services within the package, letting the hotel or resort consumer enjoy the experience of self-cooking in a well-furnished kitchen, offering complimentary local rides, sightseeing, adventure games, etc. So students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. It may be said that service innovation is an attempt by the service marketer to offer something different and attractive to the service consumer with the aim to delight him. While the core benefit being offered in the service should not be diluted or compromised with, value addition in a creative form can increase the consumer base of a service firm, which eventually leads to higher profitability. With the advent of revolutionary improvements in technology, especially with the coming of internet, service marketers have been able to offer a variety of service innovations like the automatic teller machines, the ATMs, the debit cards and the credit cards by the banks, various mobile apps based shopping and by various retailers, ticket sale by multiplexes, railways, airways and other public transport, on-demand household services like car cleaning, electric repair, plumber and carpenter services, to name just a few. None of the service sectors has remained aloof of the service innovations today. All the more due to the hectic lifestyles of the average Indian consumer, new services like depositing, the various household bills and the children's fees are also flourishing in the metro areas, where the double income nuclear families find it difficult to take out time for such work. It is important for service provider to ensure that the innovations offered should aim to enhance the quality service experience of the consumer. Service innovations can be done at various components of the services, like at the core benefit level, service ordering level, service creation and delivery level, service process, the physical evidence, service personnel, or even at the service consumption level. This experience can be made pleasant by making the service ordering and consumption convenient or saving the time of the service production and delivery. So, in simple terms, service innovation refers to the creative, unique, and a new way of offering a service to the target consumers. Newness can mean some new feature of the service or an improved feature or process of service delivery. Sometimes, innovation can also refer to a service design perceived to be new for a given market segment. Whenever a new feature of a service design is offered to a consumer, there is a tendency to try it. An attractive and a useful innovation can increase the consumer base and therefore result in higher sales and profitability of the service firm. However, it is important to note here that not all innovations may lead to a successful acceptance by the consumers. Further, the cost of research and development of a service innovation may not be met by the expected profits after its introduction. Service marketer must be very cautious in trying to design an innovation and present it to the consumer. There are many examples of successful innovation in a number of sectors that we have discussed, like the banking, transport, entertainment, retail, etc. Thank you.